This one's gonna be about the Al Jarreau unsung. And when I think about Al Jarreau, and it was so great to see the great Marcus Miller, one of the baddest, most versatile musicians, producers. And Marcus Miller is one of my top 10 all time greatest bass players ever. I hold him in high regard. The great musical historian, writer, legendary Stephen Ivory, eloquently poeting about Al Jarreau, and seeing other personalities speak, his former managers, musicians, etc. What can I say about Al Jarreau? Really? I mean, if you were a kid in the 80s, listen to R&B radio, and you had Kool and the Gang and Rick James and Prince and Michael Jacksons, and you had at a particular time, Kashif was happening, Ray Parker Jr., Barkays, Confunction, Cameo, Commodores, Lionel Richie, Lionel Luther Vandross, certain type of artists that were popping. Atlantic Star, and I can go off the top, off the dome. You had a lot of funk, a lot of that. But then in the middle, you had Al Jarreau, you know. And think about this: pre-Sade, pre really Anita Baker, because Chapter 8 came and whatnot. But he, and he had Frank Beverly Mays, the Gap Band, etc., and Earth, Wind and Fire, etc. But and P Funk and George Clinton. But this guy had his own lane. He was scatting. He was like a one-man band of scat. He had the barge out around it, and I can go on. Smokey Robinson, Bill Withers, you know, Bob Womack. And you had veteran artists, Aretha Franklin. But this guy was unlike anybody else before or since. I know some people throw Bobby McFerrin, but he had a big hit and some stuff. But Al Jarreau was like a genre unto himself. He fused different things with his instrument playing through his mouth. Shatter bum 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 bum. You be sitting there like, wow. And he made them notes and those riffs, and he felt what he was doing, and he had a good strong, like he had a song like Morning, makes you want to rise, breaking away. We're in this love together, which were pop R&B, but they worked. They were played. They had a jazz feel. He was really an incredible artist. I don't think you give him enough. He ain't unsung in the sense of people who know how talented and bad he was. He's unsung to the generations who didn't get a chance to grasp that. And today, with the way our radio is segregated, the fact that it was a segregated time even then, but he still crossed over and still had appeal and was successful in his own. He broke so many barriers. I mean, it's unimaginable. You can't really put it in perspective until you listen to his music, how well it translated to live, how he was like, he could be a different instruments and make them connect, like a tuba to a bass, like a guitar to a keyboard, like a drum to a timbre, maybe to a kalimba. I mean, if you listen to the sound, his harmonies, you could put him with a wide array of musicians and get something truly magical and magnificent. And he was truly one of a kind. And I really was glad to see that. And it was like, yeah, you need to put some respect by Al Jarreau's name. That was an unsung that was definitely worthy of repeat, respect and thoughts to his family and so on. They did an incredible job. Um, and what a magical ride was listening to his music and his delivery and what he did over the years. He really was very touching, very just in his own planet. Incredible musician, incredible artist, and a very down to earth brother, very humble cat from Milwaukee, and what he very just very talented, extremely. I have some thoughts and takes about the Al Jarreau Unsung. If you didn't watch it, catch it on YouTube or catch it again on TV One. It was worth every minute and then some. Hit that like, subscribe, and the bell rings a new video. Wash your hands, keep your mind clear, watch out for one another, and learn some about artistry. Really explore, because there's so many great untaps that have not been fully covered the way they should. And he's one of them. I'm out. Peace.